Welcome to the Doctor Journal Club podcast, the show that goes under the hood of evidence-based integrative medicine. We review recent research articles, interview evidence-based medicine thought leaders, and discuss the challenges and opportunities of integrating evidence-based and integrative medicine. Continue your learning after the show at www.drjournalclub.com.
Please bear in mind that this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Talk to your doctor before making any medical decisions, changes, etc. Everything we're talking about, that's to teach you guys stuff and have fun. We are not your doctors. Also, we would love to answer your specific questions. On drjournalclub.com, you can post questions and comments for specific videos, but go ahead and email us directly at josh@drjournalclub.com. That's josh@drjournalclub.com. Send us your listener questions and we will discuss it on our pod. Hello and welcome to another super speedy summary. Today we're going to talk about rosemary for hair loss. This is an interesting study, came out a few years ago, but rosemary versus minoxidil for the treatment of androgenic alopecia, a randomized controlled trial. So androgenic alopecia is a very common form of hair loss, and minoxidil or Rogaine is the probably most common pharmaceutical for it, or at least one of the most famous. And rosemary oil has this shown ability to be a microvascular dilator. And so the thought is, well, perhaps that sort of dilates the blood vessels up there and you get better hair growth, and how would that stack up against rosemary? And so what did they find? So like I said, this was a randomized controlled trial. This was done in Iran. So it was 100 young Iranian males. Half of the group got rosemary oil, half got Rogaine generic, and then they did a hair count. Now this was a blinded, standardized professional assessment, so basically they would take these like micro photographs and have blinded individuals sort of count the hairs. So that seemed pretty solid to me. And what did they find? So the 6-month outcomes were rosemary, we had an increase in hair growth. Minoxidil, we had an increase in hair growth. They were not statistically different from each other. So you have a pre to post statistically significant improvement in both groups, and the difference between them was not statistically significant in this study. Now, as far as adverse events, both groups reported itchy scalp, but it was actually worse in the minoxidil group as opposed to the rosemary group. So for the full basic level video on this, go ahead and watch the video with Dr. Adam Sadowski. Until next time, this is Dr. Joshua Goldenberg signing off for Dr. Journal Club. If you enjoy this podcast, chances are that one of your colleagues and friends probably would as well. Please do us a favor and let them know about the podcast. And if you have a little bit of extra time, even just a few seconds, if you could rate us and review us on Apple Podcast or any other distributor, it would be greatly appreciated. It would mean a lot to us and help get the word out to other people that would really enjoy our content. Thank you. Hey, y'all, this is Josh. We talked about some really interesting stuff today. I think one of the things we're going to do that's relevant, there is a course we have on Dr. Journal Club called the EBM Boot Camp that's really meant for clinicians to sort of help them understand how to critically evaluate the literature, et cetera, et cetera. Some of the things that we've been talking about today. Go ahead and check out the show notes link. We're going to link to it directly. I think it might be of interest. Don't forget to follow us on social and interact with us on social media at Dr. Journal Club, Dr. Journal Club on Twitter. We're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, et cetera, et cetera. So please reach out to us. We always love to talk to our fans and our listeners. If you have any specific questions you'd like to ask us about research, evidence, being a clinician, et cetera, don't hesitate to ask. And then, of course, if you have any topics that you'd like us to cover on the pod, please let us know as well.
Thank you for listening to the Dr. Journal Club podcast, the show that goes under the hood of evidence-based integrative medicine. We review recent research articles, interview evidence-based medicine thought leaders, and discuss the challenges and opportunities of integrating evidence-based and integrative medicine. Be sure to visit www.drjournalclub.com to learn more.